Good afternoon, guys. This is attorney Philip Adams with the law offices of Philip Adams here in Shreveport, Louisiana. And I want to take some time to talk to you about some of the potential benefits that flow from obtaining an expungement under Louisiana law. Now, a significant portion of Louisiana's population has a criminal record of some type, whether it be for a record of arrest and or a record of conviction, even if only for a misdemeanor in some situations. Expungements are therefore widely applicable to the general population here. An expungement is basically a legal mechanism under Louisiana criminal law for concealing a person's criminal record. Obviously, if you plead guilty to a crime or you're found guilty in a court of law, you will have a record of conviction. However, even if you're merely arrested and not even later found guilty or even later plead guilty, you still will have a record. You still may have a record of arrest. Even if you're later found not guilty at trial, say you get arrested and then you go to trial and then you're found not guilty at trial, you will still have you may still have a record of arrest in that case, and that record could possibly be misconstrued by people who don't know the full details of your legal case. They may not care that you were found not guilty. Just the mere fact that you were arrested on a criminal charge could be enough to carry consequences that will follow you for your entire life. So saying all this brings me to why you should consider obtaining an expungement if you have a criminal record of arrest and or conviction in Louisiana. So let's talk about what some of those benefits are. Number one, excuse me, remove your record of arrest or conviction, related photographs, fingerprints, disposition, or any other related information of any kind from public access. This process can help you move on from the stain of your criminal past. Number two, make your record of arrest or conviction confidential and no longer considered to be a public record. Number three, prevent background check companies from accessing or reporting your criminal history. Now, while background check companies do perform an important role in our society, through their reporting, those background checks can sometimes cause as much harm as they do good. These checks and their results can cause somebody to be summarily denied from access to loans, a job, housing at an apartment complex, and so on. Now, some people don't care about the full facts of your case, the details of your past, and they won't even bother to consider what you have to say about those past mistakes and transgressions. They may not care if you've even taken proactive measures to rehabilitate yourself and learn from those past incidents. An expungement can help you avoid having to try to explain away these past issues, especially to somebody like a prospective employer who's evaluating a job application and has perhaps run a background check on you. Number four, prevent most, but not all, of course, prospective employers from obtaining your criminal history from state databases. Employers sometimes refuse to even consider a job application or promotion if they know you have a record of arrest and or conviction. You could be leaving thousands of dollars on the table without even realizing it by not obtaining an expungement. You might not even be told by your job application reviewer why you were rejected by a prospective employer, that it was for perhaps a criminal record or promotion that might be considered within your job. Number five, prevent law enforcement officers from seeing your criminal history except under special circumstances. Now, this aspect of an expungement can be useful in minimizing the likelihood of you becoming a target of law enforcement harassment simply because of past mistakes that you may have made. For instance, it's extremely disconcerting for you to be on the side of the street because you've been pulled over for a speeding ticket, have an officer run your background, see a past record of arrest or conviction, and then perhaps become more vigilant and aggressive with you and assume that you must be up to no good in the present moment when you're in fact not. Not all officers act this way, but some officers may act this way based on your criminal background. That's human nature. It's how human psychology works. Think about it. If you're an officer and you pull someone over and you see that they have a criminal background, you may be more aggressive, more vigilant in dealing with this individual because of concerns about that person's past criminal history. So if you've got a record of arrest or record of conviction, you may be eligible to get that record cleared through the expungement process that Louisiana affords you. And expungement, in my opinion, is usually well worth the money and effort to accomplish. Expungements are never guaranteed. Judges do have discretion on whether or not to grant you an expungement. In other words, you can apply for an expungement and the judge still wind up rejecting your request for an expungement. With all that being said, in my opinion, it's worth the effort for many individuals to try to obtain an expungement for the reasons that I've mentioned. An expungement can give you peace of mind. It can help protect your privacy. It can help you move on from the past. It can potentially open new job opportunities and so on. So reaching out and hiring a competent criminal defense attorney to properly handle your expungement on your behalf can go a long way towards helping you establish a brighter future. Take care.